Bricky. As a rule, it is fairly easy to distinguish a building constructed by professionals from any construction made by amateurs. This is especially true about buildings made of bricks. Bricky is a compact and lightweight device that allows any beginner in the construction industry to reach the level of a professional. It is easy to use and allows you to create buildings that meet professional standards. Basically, bricky is a mold into which mortar is poured for laying bricks. The manufacturer offers three sizes for walls of 102.5 mm, 140 mm and 215 mm wide. These parameters are standard and are widely used on construction sites around the world. Bricky allows the mortar to be placed in a uniform and orderly layer while saving material. If there is too much solution, it is simply removed to the edges of the mold and used later. The manufacturer also offers a jig for accurate and fast filling of vertical joints. It is also available in various sizes to work with any brick or block. Brack can be purchased starting at $46. Corium brick. The material you see on the screen will not allow you to build a house or even a small building. That's because we are talking about facade bricks. However, it is a revolutionary material and is gaining popularity all over the world. Traditionally, these bricks are attached to the surface of the facade of the building on a special solution. It is a long and messy process. The clinker tile facade system allows you to perform the cladding 3 times faster. Well, the process itself is simple. First, special stainless steel profiles are attached to the wall with screws. Each brick on one side has a number of grooves that allow it to be fixed to the surface. The only thing left to do is to fill the joints with mortar, obtaining a smooth final coating. And this despite the fact that the worker does not use a level or other tools for alignment. Thanks to the metal construction, the rows of bricks are stacked evenly. The width of all horizontal joints is identical. However, the width of the vertical joints can be varied to suit the design. Concrete door. Most people prefer wood or metal doors, but in some parts of the world you can find unique, handmade concrete doors. To make one of these, you need a very small number of molds and tools, for example, to mark the edges of the future door. 2 metal bars are placed on the floor, parallel to each other. Another metal block is used to compact and remove excess material. The surface of the future door is finally leveled with the help of a spatula. The surface of the finished product will have horizontal openings that make it look like a grid. To measure its width and mark the location, the worker uses the same metal bar and trowels. When the future doorway is marked, it's time to remove unnecessary concrete slabs. To do this, the surface of the concrete, still wet, is cut exactly along the markings. The cut pieces are lifted with a knife and then simply removed and set aside. Once this phase is completed, the holes need to be smoothed out using the trowel and spatula again. Thus, anyone with a basic set of construction tools, some patience and precision can build this door. Decorative wall finish. Modern building materials companies offer a wide range of mixtures, solutions, paints, and varnishes. Their composition is tailor-made to ensure that the finish is unusual and unique. In this case, for example, several types of coatings are mixed to create a surface that mimics masonry blocks. In addition, these coatings are not ordinary, they have a peculiar texture. All the products shown in the video are produced by the Serbian company Maxima. First, the wall is coated with an acrylic base. Rolo Grund makes the surface rougher, so that the following layers of finish adhere better. The next coat is Maxima Travertine. In fact, it is a lime plaster that can be applied to increase the protective properties of the surface, but in this case it also serves for design purposes. The material has a thick consistency and is applied to the wall in a uniform, dense layer. Before it dries, the worker uses a brush to create additional texture. He then traces grooves in the wall to achieve the effect of a block-lined surface. Next, a coat of acrylic primer is applied. Finally, the wall is covered with Maxima Ventura translucent decorative paint. The end result is beautiful and very original. Concrete floors. Concrete is probably the most flexible material you can use when you want to create something. The video shows how it can be used to make an interesting and unusual floor. At first, the mold is filled with a thin compacting mortar to evenly fill the mold. Look at the 3 openings in the middle. For now they remain empty, but later they will be colored. The surface is very large, so this process requires more complex and bulky tools than for the creation of a concrete door. In this case, the floor will be dark, so a dark gray dye is applied to the concrete. This procedure is performed several times before stamping. The surface is also treated with intermediate color powder to make the surface look more vivid and rich. Stamping is necessary to make the floor look like tiles. When the main surface is smooth, the remaining holes undergo the same procedure. The only difference is that the dye is not dark gray, but green and orange. The final stage in the creation of the floor is the coating of the surface with acrylic sealant for protection. Bricawood houses. We want to talk about a French construction company that has revolutionized the way modern wooden buildings are built. Bricawood has developed a construction technique in which only one component is used to build walls. It is a wooden brick. The system resembles a Lego construction set. First, the frame is created with wooden beams. Then, when it is time to erect the wall, the blocks are stacked on top of each other. They are securely connected to each other through special grooves on the inside and sides. The system is patented and there are bricks in 3 sizes. Thanks to this, there are no difficulties in the construction system. Note that during the installation of the wall, one block is placed on the outside and the other on the inside. Thus, the strength of the construction is reinforced by the wooden bars fastened between the 2 blocks. The result is a simple, economical and ecological house with adequate acoustic and thermal insulation.